Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are back playing Genshin and we are continuing with the 5.6 Archon Quest Interlude Paralogism. Last time we went and investigated the third spot marked on Albedo's map in his office. We found a hole there that could fit a human body, but there were markings around it like something had tried to dig in or out of the hole. We presented our findings to Jean and she let us know that Albedo had asked for a retrial. Entering the trial, Jean brought to light the evidence that we found in Albedo's office. After thinking about it a little bit, we thought back to the time where there were at least 2 Albedos on Dragonspine. Albedo was then able to tell his side of the story, where he mentioned that he did kill someone on Dragonspine, but it was not technically a person, but a synthetic being like himself, though that is still a secret to the rest of Mondstadt. After some back and forth and explaining his story, it was uncovered that the Herta, that is the prosecution, is actually also a synthetic being there to take out Albedo. She had gained control over a lot of citizens in Mondstadt and was able to escape the courtroom, and that's what happened last time.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not, we've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall.
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh, and my divination revealed that there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes, so for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Oh, that's so scary.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me. Oh my gosh.
Freak out, it's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can't make new friends when we're not here, you know? Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. That's crazy! Oh my gosh.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were monsters' mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. After we defeated that doppelganger Whopperflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? Told me the story of a gardener, I remember. Yep, I sure do. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2. In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopperflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day? I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine, so you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We'll use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Right, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? If there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's long-distance wind communication.
That's pretty cool. It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Aw, Paimon. Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Good job. We pulled off that lie. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. Ooh. I've got things covered here. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. That was a close one. I suppose things are in order, Master Diluc. I appreciate the help. No need, I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Diluc, when do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it. Aw, the brothers! Oh, hello!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Time for retribution!
Oh boy.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Time for
No!
retribution!
Oh, that was such a bad miss! Oh my gosh.
Dodge this.
Poor Diluc is getting destroyed out here.
This.
Not again, seriously?
Burn.
Nice.
They're over there! Diluc, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet!
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Oh, these transitions are so cool! Oh, how cute!
Let's dance!
Sorry, Lawrence. Gotta wait for the 20-second cooldown.
I'll protect us.
Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt, attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. Yes, Noelle. They're here! Prepare for battle! On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock! Looks like we've got 25 hilichurls, 2 blazing axe metaturls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Oh, hello. Oh.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
I feel like I probably should have stayed up there. Oh my gosh.
Bunny.
She's stuck.
That's cheating.
Oh, hello. I didn't know you were right there.
Go, Barret Bunny.
We're just like throwing things at each other.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser? Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula, all right. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high-profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Herta's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the Knight's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Jeez. And our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which was a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados has already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
Seriously? It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover, someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom, I knew you would agree to attend the trial, and I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her, the perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right, you were part of the plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was, we had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
Thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It should be us who thanking you, Honorary Knight. Everything okay over here, you guys?
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
Looks like this person could use some help. We'll search for a place to keep civilians out of danger. This area appears secure, so remain here in the meantime. We'll be back with an update.
Sounds like a
Oh
plan.
my gosh, those words are in a different color, so I feel like I have to remember to do that now. Ah.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was
Oh,
fast,
no.
but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Fighting first, conversation later.
She was right
Oh my
next to
gosh,
me.
what a
And the
squad.
next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second. Yeah! Beg for mercy.
Feel this ancient power.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated.
Pyro Traveler, Eula, and Albedo is a crazy combination.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Clea. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days and those monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
So cute. Clea will do her best. I didn't find a safe place for the people, and I only have one objective right now. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good, our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful, I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone all right?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Clea kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Clea. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Traveler and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Clea? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Hi, everyone! Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No, apologies. Just forget I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right, it was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out of the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed the child's anger through the wind.
Yeah. That same feeling, it's close. Uh-oh. Miss Fonia, here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Girl, you are caught. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Alright, the others are looking after Fonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Ah, yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the Tripartite Conference is a gathering of 3 parties, the Hexen Circle, the Animo Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights in Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course. Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh my gosh. You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodoco.
Darling, isn't it?
It is so cute.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Alright, we are going to wrap up there for today. Next time we will go to Albedo's office and see who is waiting for us. That was a crazy plan. I can't believe they've been working on this for 6 months. That's insane. And it seems like it worked out for the most part. Seems like we still have 1 step left in the plan, but I think at this point we can safely say that Albedo can and will pull it off. So I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.